Hi, today I will present what is the best voting method. I am Adrian Natividad, and this is a project for mathematics in the modern world. First, what is social choices theory? It studies combining individuals' choices to reach a collective choice. It is also the theory of analyzing a decision between a collection of alternatives made by a collection of voters with separate opinions. Any choice for the entire group should reflect the desires of the individual voters to the extent possible. Fairness criteria. The majority criterion states that if the candidate receives more than 50% of the votes, then he should be declared the winner of the election. The Condorcet criterion states that if a candidate beats any other candidates in a head-to-head contest, then that candidate should win the election. Independence of irrelevant alternatives states that if a election occurs and the candidates that lost are removed but the ballots are still the same, then the previous winner should still win. The Pareto criterion states if every voter prefers candidate A over candidate B, then it should be impossible for candidate B to win the election. Monotonicity states that it should be impossible for the winning candidate to lose in a re-election if the changes that were made were favorable to that candidate. All voters should be treated equally states that one voter is equal to one ballot. The influences of all voters should be equal or the same. All candidates should be treated equally states that it should have the same privileges for all candidates. Unanimity states that all voters are in agreement of a certain choice. Non-dictatorship states that results in voting cannot reflect a single voter's preference without considering other voters. Arrow's impossibility theorem states that no voting method can satisfy a reasonable set of fairness criteria when there are three or more candidates and two or more voters. The first voting method that we will discuss today is first past the post system. The voter can only choose one option and the candidate with the most votes win. Here on the right is an example of a first past the post ballot where the voter only has one option and the voter chose John Citizen. First past the post system also uses plurality method where the candidate with the most votes win. The two-round voting system is if no candidate receives enough of the vote in the first round, then the second round of voting is held with either just the top two candidates or all candidates who received a certain proportion of the votes. Here in round one, there are five candidates: Joe Smith, John Citizen, Jane Doe, Fred Rubble, Mary Hill. The voter in this situation voted for John Citizen. Unfortunately, John Citizen didn't get past round one, and Jane Doe and Mary Hill were the top two candidates. So in round two, the voter chose to vote for Mary Hill instead of Jane Doe. Instant runoff voting is the choice with the least first place votes is then eliminated from the election, and any votes for that candidate are redistributed to the voter's next choice This continues until the choice has a majority. On the example on the right, D, candidate D originally has 9 votes as the first choice, while B has the most first place votes in this scenario, as it has 16 votes as the first choice. Well, E has 2 and C has 8. Candidate A has no first choice votes. So candidate A will first be eliminated. And the second candidate with the lowest first choice votes will be E, will be candidate E. So the two, two voters, so the two votes will go to candidate D as it is the third choice for the two voters. So as of now, candidate D has 11 votes. The next candidate that will be eliminated from the election is candidate C, as it only has 8 votes. So candidate A is already eliminated. So the next choice, which is the third choice, is candidate D. So 11 plus 8 is equals to 19. 19 to 16, D has the majority and D wins the instant runoff voting election. Approval voting is when each voter chooses candidates the voter finds acceptable. Voter can choose no one, one, more than one, or all candidates. In this example, the scenario is Bob, Anne, and Marv are voting for what movie they will watch. The choices are The Titanic, Scream, and The Matrix. Marv voted for all the choices available, while Anne voted for The Titanic and The Matrix. Bob voted for Scream and The Matrix. And at the end, The Matrix wins with 3 votes compared to Scream and Titanic, which only has 2 votes each. Black's procedure is when each voter submits a ranking of the candidates. If there is a Condorcet winner, then that candidate is the winner. Otherwise, the Borda count method is used to determine the winners. So in this scenario, or example, 17 voters had A as their first choice, B as their second choice, C as their third choice, and D as their fourth choice. While 11 voters had B as their first choice, C as their second choice, D as their third choice, and A as their fourth choice. 8 voters had D as their first choice, C as their second choice, A as their third choice, and B as their fourth choice. 5 voters had C as their first choice, A as their second choice, D as their third choice, and B as their fourth choice. While 2 voters had D as their first choice, A as their second choice, B as their third choice, and C as their fourth choice. Using the Condorcet method, there is no winner, as none of the candidates were able to beat each other on a one-on-one election. So we proceed to the board account method, where candidate A wins with 73 points, while B has 69 points, C has 70 points, and D has 46 points. First place votes is equal to 3 points, while second place votes is equal to 2 points, while third place votes is equal to 1 point, and fourth place votes is equal to 0 point. Lastly, the importance of having different voting methods is so that different groups of people can use any voting method that can be applicable or useful in that situation. That is all for today, and thank you for watching.